Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Don't go away. We have with us a special guest, Judge Matt Brumley, and we're talking about Amplify Concert in June, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm your host, Perry Black, and on this show we have a dignitary from the great community of Benton, Arkansas, Matt Brumley.
Oh, wow,
Matt, good to have you, man.
Thank you, Pastor Perry.
Better known in the community as Judge Matt Brumley. So, Matt, if you don't mind me calling you by your first name.
Please do.
Call you sir. What I always like to do on the first segment is I love to get our audience to get to know our guest. And so tell me a little bit about you. Where did you grow up? Are you a Benton guy?
I'm not, and thank goodness I don't have an opponent, so I'll tell you. I was born and raised in Texas. Graduated from McKinney High School. Moved here.
Where's McKinney?
McKinney's North Texas.
Near Dallas.
It's McKinney, Plano, Garland, Richardson,
good.
Dallas.
I got you. All right.
All in the DFW metroplex. When I graduated high school in McKinney, I now live in Benton. It reminds me a whole lot of Benton.
Yeah.
A growing community, about the same population, about 35,000 when I left. McKinney's now 250,000 people. It's absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad.
So you moved to Arkansas because it was the land of opportunity?
That's it. That's exactly right. Now, the opportunities that it has allowed me, I never would have guessed when I came here as a confused, what do I do next
How old were you?
young person. I was 19, I believe, when I moved here.
So
maybe 20.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Arkansas?
And I wasn't excelling anywhere. Because I had no direction. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And there was an event that happened as I was a little confused. It was a tragic event.
About what year was that?
That was 1993. I was coming back from watching a football game. We were on Highway 70. I'll make this pretty quick.
Yeah.
There was a tragic accident that happened right in front of us. We were the first ones to pull up.
Wow.
That pulled up short of the accident. There were multiple fatalities, a lot of people hurt. A lady was ejected from the car. She was rolling down the hill towards Woodard Creek when I stopped her. And I tried to do something that resembled what I'd seen on TV as far as CPR, and was doing her no favors at all. She, along with others, ended up dying from their injuries, and it affected me in a way. It affected me in a way that I wanted to be prepared, and I wanted to go learn how to do CPR. There was no Google back then. And so I learned of a class, an EMT class, where you had to have CPR. And I thought, well, I'll go sign up. I'll do CPR, and then I'll quit. I had been really good at quitting things. So I knew I had that part mastered. But I learned the CPR, and I absolutely fell in love with just the medical part in helping and serving. And I went on to be an EMT. I went to school in Southeast Arkansas College, got my paramedic license.
Name of the college?
CYR was the name of the college.
Yeah.
I was too young when I got my EMT to work in Saline County. Insurance wouldn't cover me.
Well, you're not 21 yet?
I wasn't. Well, I was, but insurance, it was 23 or something like that. I think I just turned 21. So I went to Jefferson County in Pine Bluff. And what a great place to learn to be an EMT or a paramedic. And I stayed there until I came back here to Benton and continued going to classes and getting certifications.
Well, somewhere along the line, didn't you get married?
I did get married. I got married. I just had my 28th wedding anniversary.
Way to go.
You do the math. What was that, like 96-ish we got married? No, that's not right.
Remember? More like
we got
98.
married. I got the license. I got all that stuff. It's 28 years. She struggles with me to try to figure out how many years we've been married, but I'm positive this time it's 28.
Well, you have a wedding ring, so we at least know that you did it.
Yes, she graduated from Benton.
Okay. So
I met her in a wedding, and it's crazy. A guy named Eric Shelnut was the guy I was in a car with when we came up to this wreck. The wedding I was in was Eric and Stacy Shelnutt's wedding, where I met my wife.
Wow.
Hanging out with Eric Shelnut has been very monumental in my life.
Why do I
just
know,
figured that out.
Why do I know Eric Shelnut?
His wife was, he way overmarried, as I did. His wife was a principal at Ringo Elementary for, I hope I said that right. I think it's Howard Parent. It was a Benton
Elementary School.
Elementary school. She's now retired from there. He is born and raised here.
Yeah.
Lori was born and raised there, my wife. And so, yeah, we've been married for 28 years. I've got 3 kids. I've got
how old are they? You don't know how long you've been married. Do you know how old your kids are?
Yeah, I got a 21-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 12-year-old.
I guess you have twins? I
do have twins. And so one is a lineman with Arkansas Electric Cooperative. One is an airman in the Air Force. His
Thank you for your service.
Desire is to go special warfare. I'm more nervous, man. God's so good.
Yeah.
He has allowed me to be more nervous about my lineman than I am my special warfare airman at this point in time. I don't say that to boast. I just know he's got him, and I'm so thankful for people that are wired the way he is. She is 12 years old, and she's my favorite. Her name is Maddie Grace, and she is just a gift. She was a surprise. It's a story in and of itself. There was a young lady that was courageous enough to carry Maddie Grace in her belly, a 17-year-old young lady.
Yeah.
And when she gave birth to my daughter, she said, I don't even want to know the sex. I just want to know that my child went to somebody that can love them.
Wow.
And so we adopted Maddie Grace the day she was born. I went to work with no daughter and came home with one.
That's cool.
And so, man, I don't think about Maddie Grace not being my biological child until I tell that story, right? And
so how many days was she when
one day?
You got on day one.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. You know, when I was a little guy, when my mother became a foster parent, we took 4 boys first. They were brothers, and 3 of them were the same age as me and my 2 brothers within months. And then on my 7th birthday, I think it was, we took our first baby, and we got that baby on day 3, and she was born on my birthday. So she's probably late 60s, 67 years old now. So, but she was our child. She was my sister for months until she was adopted. Mama brought her to Little Rock, and of course back then, Mom never met the parent, the adoptive parents. To this day, we don't know where Tina's at. But so you got her on day 1. So you knew the young lady? No.
No.
Wow.
I've still never met her.
Well,
I will one day. I just know that.
Yeah. But so you, of all people on set, understand the importance of Second Chance Youth Ranch, fostering, mentoring, and adopting.
Fostering is what trained me up for this desire to have a daughter.
You got 30 seconds. Tell me a little bit about that, and then we'll come back.
Okay. So yeah, we fostered for years. And there was a need for it.
Yeah.
And God gave us a little girl one day for 10 months. And I was like, he's got a daughter in my path somewhere. I know that.
Well, that's why this show is on the air, and that is to keep you informed. Here you got a guy from Texas, of all places, who's around the world, ends up becoming an adoptive dad. We'll be right back with Judge Matt Brumley.
Hi there. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about Arkansas Christian Academy. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Our name is Arkansas Christian Academy, but most of us just say ACA around here. Our mascot is this guy. Go Knights! Founded in 2001, ACA has grown from only a few classes to having classes in pre-K all the way through 12th grade. As far as class sizes go, we are smaller on average across the board, and we use this to challenge our students academically and individually on a personal level, learning through the lens of God's Word in every subject and growing a personal relationship with Him through our amazing staff and in our daily chapel classes. For a full breakdown, check out our website at archristian.org, and feel free to explore other aspects of our school while you're there. Now, let's go outside. Our still growing campus sits right off I-30 and is protected by gates and doors with magnetic locks, only accessible by faculty and staff. We also have these guys here every day. But seriously though, safety is a priority here at ACA, as we want to ensure not only a quality education, but an environment where learning can flourish without fear or other outside distractions. Now, let's move on to the fun stuff. Here's a shot of our football field, a playground, some kids, another playground, our main gym, a football field again, and this is our brand new middle school. What else?
What about extracurricular activities?
That's right, here at ACA, we offer all different kinds of sports, but that's just the beginning. We have a broadcasting class, spoiler alert, it's really cool, a music and worship program, theater, and a thriving art program complete with a very active yearbook committee.
Wow.
There you have it. Schedule a tour today and find out what all the buzz is about at Arkansas Christian Academy.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Judge Matt Brumley from Texas, of all places. Actually, that's where my daughter's teaching school.
Okay.
29th year down in Red Lick, just outside of Texas.
Red Lick.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little country community.
Sounds like it.
Kind of like Benton, kind of like Bryant before it grew. And I love Texas. My daughter Liv was born in Dallas in the Methodist hospital, even though she's not Methodist. You know, kind of, you can be born in a garage, it don't make you a car.
Right.
I went to Bible school in Dallas, so I love Texas. I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan for forever. Since,
it's painful.
Are you even old enough to remember Bob Hayes?
Yes,
the
I remember
fastest man
Bob
alive
Hayes.
that was a
Absolutely.
receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, and of course all the way back with Coach Landry. And at the age of 12, 13, I saw Bob Hayes, the world's fastest man, and he joined the Dallas Cowboys. And I also watched him spike the ball as he crossed what he thought was the goal line. It was the 5-yard line.
Oh dear.
So anyway, I love Texas, and I love the fact that you're not there. I love the fact that you're in Benton.
Me too.
Now,
me too.
Give me a little history here for our viewers. Back in the fall of 2025, we dedicated another foster home that I built for Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Golly.
But we built that house. It's 6 bedrooms, 3 or 4 baths. I don't remember because I built another house since then. But you and Josh Turner were involved with the Ferguson family. Tell me a tidbit of how did we become the owners of that lot where there was an old rundown house right behind Tinseltown on I-30, right there in the city of Benton.
I'm not trying to evade your question, but this morning I've got some accountability guys. You know them. And we're always texting. For some reason, this morning was quiet on that text thread, and it just hit me. And I just text out, his plans are so much greater than ours. And that was it. Yeah. And you just asking that question is just another sign of that. So I and Josh have been involved with a lot of ministries that, man, just are focused on redeeming people with the love, grace, and mercy.
Tell our viewers now, we bring up Josh, they're like, Josh who?
Yeah, so Josh and I met each other and came together to find this commonality in us. And it turned out to produce Amplify, a Christian music festival that's held in Benton every year.
And
it's
he's
coming
also
up June 12th and 13th.
Pastor? Is he associate?
Yeah, when I met him, he was not. He's a missions and outreach pastor at Holland Chapel. I don't go to Holland Chapel. I go to First Baptist. You don't go to First Baptist. You don't go to Holland Chapel. You're here, and man, isn't that the church? Isn't it so good?
It is the church.
I love it. So there, John 3:16 Ministries, John 3:17 Ministries, Renewal Ranch, all of these things, for whatever reason, man, I'm just drawn to these people. And ain't it funny, people say, how long you been going to Holland Chapel? Because I hang with Josh Turner.
Yeah.
Or do you go to Family Church? Because I hang out with you. Or when did you graduate from John 3:16?
Yeah.
Because I hang out with people at John 3:16. But man, where God's moving, it's so attractive. And so how do you transition people out of that area? That was kind of our focus in the way
out
God
of John
is.
3:16.
Out of John 3:16 or whatever ministry that you're coming, because there is culture shock when you get out. And you've had that accountability. You wake up and you've got that regimen, and then all of a sudden you wake up and where is everybody?
Yeah.
And so we were focused on bringing some transition here, and we were going to use this house. What is that drive right there? Is that Smithers?
Sharon Road.
Starts with an S. On Sharon Road. And the reason why we were called to a guy's business. That guy, I won't mention names, but Kyle Ferguson called us in. Actually, Wyatt called us in. Kyle said, hey, my dad wants to talk to you. Wyatt comes in. We go to his office, and he throws his key down on the desk. And I was like, what is that? And he goes, that's yours. I was like, what does that even mean? He said, I don't know. God hardwired it. No, he said he downloaded it on me. That's what he kept saying. He had downloaded it on me to get you and Josh use this house for whatever that is.
All right, let's fill in the blanks. Josh Turner, Associate Minister at Holland Chapel. Holland Chapel, when you're heading toward Hot Springs or on I-30 West, am I right? Is that west? Actually, I call it south because you're going toward Texas.
He's on the South Service Road.
Right there on the left were the Saline Fairgrounds.
That's correct.
And so if you're going, that's where Josh is from. Now, you mentioned Wyatt and Kyle Ferguson and Kurt, et cetera. That's Ferguson Furniture, formerly Ashley. So that kind of gives you the context, because we're family in this community. Everybody's related in some way.
And Curtis Ferguson is the man that introduced me to Josh Turner.
And therefore
all
amplified.
Coincidence, right?
Amplified.
Yeah.
And I lived in Richardson Place. I was the 6th or 7th person to live in Richardson Place many, many years ago when I moved to Bryant, and that was developed by Curtis Ferguson.
Oh, man.
And Curtis's sister-in-law lived next door to me on the cul-de-sac. So we're all connected, and that's the beauty of a small community.
Everything is connected, you're right. And people that invest and care about people and the community. So Wyatt, fast forward, hands me the key. We're like, hey, this is it. This is going to be our transition house.
Yeah.
And things happen. And man, I ran for county judge. I knew I was going to run for county judge. Things weren't coming together quite like I thought that they should for this, my plan, our plan.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden there was a guy named Ryan Fagan.
Yep.
I think you've heard of him.
Yeah, boy.
And you know this better than I do, but there was a lot of prayer going on.
Yeah.
And Fagan comes to us and says, if you hear of a place like this, just let me know. And I was like, hear of one, I know of one, come let's look.
Yeah.
And that house right now is being used exactly the way he planned it. Is a house for second chance. Yeah,
which frankly the next door neighbor was more thrilled that we were doing it for foster kids than transitional guys.
Oh, I know.
That's the community, and that's everybody. Everybody wants to help hurting men or women, and they all want to help foster kids, just not in my neighborhood.
Not right here, yeah.
So what the Lord's allowed me to do, and boy, that story is way longer than we've got time, was to be the contractor for the Lord. I mean, I don't make any money doing it, but life's not about making money, it's about making a difference ultimately.
Oh, that's right.
And trained over the years, and we were able to build that house, and the testimonies are amazing. The gift was beyond exceedingly abundantly, Ephesians 3:20, and a beautiful home, a blessing to the neighborhood, and typically any given day we have 6 foster children in there, little bitty ones, and 2 foster parents and their 2 foster children. So is that 10?
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful home, and people ask sometimes, well, why do you build homes? Why don't you just go buy old ones? Well, as a contractor, at my age, I want those homes to still be new when I'm long gone.
That's right.
Rapture or rupture, I'm going to be out of here one of these days. And so because they're new, they're beautiful, they're a blessing to the community rather than a threat, and it enhances their property values. And we don't have maintenance like you would in an old rundown house, and I can handle that too, but I'd rather build something new. Hey, we're going to be right back with Matt Brumley, so don't go away.
My name is Zayden. I am 15. I am funny. I like to talk to my friends at school. When I grow up, I want to be a YouTuber. I would like to do video games. My favorite video game is Fortnite. I like to play basketball and play video games. My favorite basketball team is the Lakers. My favorite player is LeBron James. If I had a superpower, I can communicate with everyone, understand everybody what they saying. I've been in foster care for like 7 years. If I had one wish for it, I would say having a family.
Do you want to be adopted?
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
I want to be adopted because I want to have a family. The family that I'm looking for is a mom, dad, a dog, and other kids.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Judge, that previous segment that we just came from is produced by Project Zero.
Okay.
And it's little snippets and little stories of young children, teenagers even, that are wanting to be adopted. You, an adoptive family, adoptive dad, you know the hearts of those kids. Your sweet, beautiful daughter and your family has changed a life forever. Isn't that awesome how God is? But tell me about Amplify. We left off there with Curtis Ferguson somehow was the spearhead with you and Josh with bringing Amplify. So tell our viewers, some of them are, they're not into contemporary Christian music. So what is Amplify?
What is Amplify? I've got to say this, and I'm sorry, it's just on me. I don't know who's watching this right now, and it may be a kid that has gone place to place to place, or it may be a parent. And that kid that's gone place, you're wanted. You're wanted by him, and that's going to be shown in a way. And it might be the parent out there right now that's like, I don't even know who it is, but I'm to be used to show that somebody's loved and wanted. And it's kind of what Amplify is too. That we said, oh man, number one, Curtis Ferguson was one of my very close friends. And I had been telling him this. See, I didn't begin my relationship with Jesus until I was 34 years old. You may be looking at me and going, gosh, I didn't even realize you were that old now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But yeah, years ago, I was 34, and I was a lost, prideful man, and I find a relationship with Jesus, and it changed everything. And once that happened, I mean, I was just wanting to tell other people about Jesus however I could.
Aren't you were 34, so you were already married.
I was already married. She didn't marry this guy. She married another guy, and that's always
so
something.
Was she going to church without you, or was she just married?
Yeah, if
you?
I win, I was drug, and I would negotiate. Really, and who wants to go sit next to a bunch of hypocrites? And and all the excuses, right, of why not to go. Let me sit, and the game's coming on at noon.
Yeah, gotta have
what
the
an
game.
Inconvenient time. Oh man, what a loser. But thank goodness I can look back on that guy because I love him. I love who that guy was because now I know he's been redeemed by Jesus. And it was Jesus, and it was her patience and her love to stick with a guy like me.
So you're saying that a person that's watching, a young person, or maybe a young person that's now an older person, they're loved.
Yes.
And someone that may share your story and or mine, that God's grace is enough. Let's amplify that.
And let me just say this: when I say I was a loser, I as a husband I was
a loser.
But now I'm not. I'm victorious because of him.
Yeah.
And anyway, so yes, you are there and you're ready to be used, and we want people to know about it. So Curtis, I tell him about it, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to come out to the truck. I got somebody I want you to meet." This is 7:30 at night. I'm in my office. He takes me. I meet Josh Turner. We have commonality in our thoughts. And 15 years ago, we come up with this idea to have this Jesus Woodstock out there on this field. And it was very humble and meager in its beginning.
How many attended the first Amplify?
Well, the paper said 7,500, and we let them. That was the beginning of fake news. But probably about 1,500 to 1,700 people over 2 days. Now our largest attendance was around 65,000 over 2 days.
All right. In 2025, how many attendees?
About 50,000.
And about how many people committed their life to Jesus Christ that we know, because it was recorded with somebody who prayed with them?
That we've been able to follow up on. It's going to be about 1,200 people.
Wow.
And the follow-up is such a key deal. Not just raise your hand and good luck. We're going to be with you step by step. And that's why we need servants to come alongside of us and say, hey, I got these 12, I got these 10. And we want them to be in a local church. Now there's about 30 states. I can't get the number correct right now,
Yeah.
but there's multiple states that these people come in from. So we'll find that local church wherever you are. We have somebody from every county, all 75 counties in the state of Arkansas, that these people come to a free concert. We make it free. We want to knock down every hurdle and barrier so that you can invite your friends, so that you can say, please come with me. Do you like music? No, not really. Do you like people? No, not really. Do you like funnel cakes? Yeah, come on, let me buy you a funnel cake.
Yeah,
at
and the
this free
churches
event.
that are involved in this are not just in Saline County. They're not just in Benton or Bryan or
No,
Bauxite.
not at all.
They're all over the state. We got 3 minutes. So tell me quickly, because people may want to know, notate it on the calendar. When is it this year? We've moved it into June.
So June 12th and 13th, we're asking for the Lord's favor in Fahrenheit degrees to lower
Praise
that
the
down.
Lord.
We hope that that's the case, but if not, it's going to be great. We have people like Ann Wilson, who is just an amazing. She's on mission. She's on mission. She's an incredible person. Her family always comes. It's so good. Ben Fuller is going to be there. If you don't know Ben Fuller's story, please, when you get off this, go look it up and hear his story of redemption. It's so good. Holvey is more of a hip hop, fast pace.
I love it.
Just all that. Micah Tyler, he's got hit. And if you're like me, I don't know if I know that person. Go look these people up.
Yeah.
You're going to know their songs. They're fantastic. They all point to him. And then we even have people like New Life Church. Their whole worship team is coming to worship. So there's going to be
Nick Hall,
folks
evangelist.
from all over. Nick Hall is just a partner of ours to make heaven crowded, and he is so gifted with his way to just share the good news. He will be with us both
So where
days.
is Amplify? It is on the campus of Holland Chapel and the fairgrounds, Saline County Fairgrounds, where we have the fair.
Yeah.
They're at the airport, really. And so it's right on I-30.
That's right.
So it's easy to find. It's a little more difficult to access because of the crowd.
That's
so
right.
Plan ahead, be early. So the dates are June when?
June 12th and 13th. You can go to amplifyfest.org. You can look us up on Facebook or whatever social
All right.
media that
Got
you
a minute. So it's free. Does that mean y'all going to be knocking me up for money every time?
You don't pay for parking. You don't pay for entry. If you do want a corn dog or a funnel cake, you will pay.
You'll pay
for
for your
those.
food,
We got vendors everywhere, but no, to come in to park, it is totally free.
All right, so you need to mark that on your calendar, but this show is not just to let people know what's happening in the state of Arkansas in regard to what Jesus is doing, but how you can be involved in fostering, mentoring, and adopting.
Amen.
As an adoptive dad, you got 30 seconds. Look at wherever the red light is and just tell folks why they should get connected in their community and with their organization very quickly about fostering.
If you're like me, you can find all the excuses in the world. Just know this, that when you hear that, it's not just your subconscious. It's him talking to you. Obey it, you'll be blessed. His plans are greater than ours. And I promise you that. It's okay to be scared, but obey and look at what he's got in store for you, whatever that may be.
And we'll see you right here at 2CYR-TV next week. God bless.